I did not like He-Man. Plain and simple. It like if I'm being honest or generous in general, it was an all right movie, and I came in with came into the theater expecting or having a lot of expectations for this movie, and I gotta say I was kind of let down. The story starts with it shows a young Adam, which is the main character of Master Universe. He's this is not revealed to the end of the movie. Spoilers, whatever, blah blah blah. He is called He-Man, or his nickname they call himself, but it opens up on. Oh my god, I ate some hot Cheetos, and I got my movie thing still. Opens up on young Adam. It's introducing to society, his parents, the king, blah blah, showing how what the environment he grew up in, and as it's showing like his own like is delving into his inner psyche, trying to be like not a disappointment to his father. They come under attack. Skeletor's army attacks. They start capturing everybody, and they send Adam away to a distant dimension. And this is where we get to Earth. Adam then grows up, has a job as an HR representative, I think, and after that, after being in this world, he while in this world for 15 plus or 15 years, I believe is what it said. He's trying to still look for the sword. He finally finds the sword, and once he gets his hand on the sword, he's these monsters start. As soon as he gets his hands on the sword, he calls out to his power. Nothing happens, but that sends out a beacon, a ping in the universe where then you see a monster trying to hunt him, and his young childhood friend called Tila. She finally finds him, and she's like, "Hello, we're back together. Get in my spaceship. We're going back to Eternia." That's the name of the land where they're from, Eternia. He's the Prince of Eternia. They go back. The land is all desolate, ravaged to the ground because Skeletor didn't want anyone having it. Skeletor is a blue guy with a skull for a face. So yeah, he's a magic dude. But he ravages the thing to the ground. It's just him. He's trying to get the sword of power so he can wield that power because he said he's not powerful enough to be a god yet. As long as that power is still out there, not his, because it can still technically defeat him. So then we're just going throughout. They're having a journey trying to go to Skeletor, free his parents, blah blah blah. And he's able to call on the sword of power. He gets stronger. He gets really buff. I gotta say, besides the movie itself, the actor he didn't look that bad. I could tell he bulked up for this. I didn't. It wasn't bad. But what was I saying? Yeah, they're going on their journey to go save their parents. He gets captured after going to Skeletor because his parent he Skeletor kills his dad. Well, technically, but he kills his dad. He gets captured with the rest of the rebels because they were hiding away where Skeletor couldn't find them for a while, and then he was just, like they were just preparing for a war. They're trying to rebel. They all get captured. Blah blah blah. The son gets captured. Adam gets captured too. So then they have a kind of motivational speech, and it's very cringy to say the least. I was like, ugh. I kind of looked away for a lot of the movie because I was just watching a movie. And I was just like, it's not. I don't know. It was very interesting to say the least. They then after he rallies the troops, they go and get all the spaceships. They start attacking Eternia where Skeletor is, and Skeletor could not call on the power of the sword of power for some reason. So then the sorceress lady right next to him, she's like, while she's getting choked out on like. She kind of looks like she's enjoying it. He does that a couple times throughout the film, where he like grabs her and just like, and then she looks at him like she likes it. She like bites her lip with it. She's like, but she's like, oh, okay, we need to do the ritual where you have to claim it from the altar where it was from. So you guys to put it back, and as soon as he puts it back, guess who's right there? Bum, Adam. He goes in, jumps over, steals a sword of power, grabs it, fights Skeletor, beats him, and the other lady she runs away, and then they start restoring order to the land. Blah blah. While while this was happening, he on Earth he did have a roommate with him, and just to prove he wasn't crazy, he brought him towards the end. It was kind of a funny bit, but that was about it. That's basically most of the story, and I gotta say, as I said, I was disappointed, and it was not even Jared Leto's fault. That's the craziest part. Jared Leto wasn't the problem with this film. His Skeletor actually was not bad. I gotta say, I was a little skeptical about him being Skeletor because everybody knows has heard about him and his method acting and what he's done with other roles like Joker and blah blah blah, like Tron Ares, the last movie that flopped majorly. I gotta say, I actually like Skeletor. He was one of my favorite parts of this movie, but what I didn't like was Okay, well, actually, let's start with the positive first. Now, let's start with the positive. The cinematography, I did enjoy. I did gotta say they had some clean shots. They did a lot with the panning around angles, show depth into the characters. I also like the way they did the animations and the lighting with whenever Adam. Because if you guys have watched originally He-Man, he picks up the sword. He's like, "I've got the power," and then like he gets like all these animations because he's like transforming into a powerful god, or his body's transforming to capable of holding the power of a god. And like I like that as well. But I gotta say, him as a character, I got annoyed. It feels like they try to modernize it too quickly. I like with like I'm not even saying it like it was. I don't know. It's just they definitely try to modernize too quickly and then not capitalizing on trying to go for a younger audience. Because whenever I went to the theater, I could tell most of the people in there were grown adults. There was no younger audience, and like the way they try to go about it is just like he's just like, I'm a conflict resolution guy, and like I we can just talk this out. I'm like, it's cool to see He-Man take a different direction rather than just boost strength. Because I mean, it's obviously it's cool to see characters go different ways, different strengths than what they're used to, like they said in the story. But I feel like they went too much in just like we can talk it out, or like how about instead of He-Man just being bronze, he also uses brains, not just like tries to like modernize it with resolving with emotional conflicts or whatever they were trying to do. It really bothered me. And Adam, his character progression wasn't really that much because by the end of the film, it still felt like he was a 10-year-old boy trapped in an adult's body because the way he was acting, the way he was just like talking to other people and whatnot, like it was genuinely annoying to see him. I did like Tila's father. I forget his name already, but I liked this. He was a cool guy, I guess. The giant robot lady that was worth 20 soldiers, or something like that. She was cool. It just there was a lot definitely more negative, and you can see why it definitely flopped as a theater because at the movies. Because even then, like I wasn't that intrigued. The plot was kind of all over the place. I don't even remember the audio score because I did watch it in Screen X. I'm like, but like I was dozing off in the theaters. I was falling asleep. I literally took a nap, not because I was just like so tired. I just like genuinely it wasn't stimulating enough for me to just be locked in. I once I ate my snacks, my candies, I put my seat was already back, and being in a dark room, I was not being stimulated enough. I was just like knocking out, and that's got to say more about the movie than it is, because like it was genuinely not that good. I didn't really enjoy it, but I mean, I think just I just they're generally think one of the biggest issues they had is trying to modernize while trying to stay true to the original fandom, which then led to only older people or people in an older demographic coming in out of younger generation, and it just conflicted greatly, which I didn't really care for because it was honestly it was not that good of a movie, and I'd say it's honestly like a 5 or 6 out of 10. Like between those two, it was it was not it. But I mean, hey, if you guys want to go watch it in theaters, go watch it for my opinions. For me, that movie was not good, and that's about it. I'll see all you dudes in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye bye.
Look at it, look at it.